So you may have other beings around you where you can understand that. If not, they're certainly there in spirit. So what they want to say is that when you access what we call the dolphin and whale energy medicine, because it is energy medicine, um, they begin to work with the crystalline matrix and begin to recreate that for you, activating dormant DNA in the 12 strands of DNA, allowing the human, as they give intention, always intention and permission, to hold and carry more light. And light, of course, is wisdom and information to prepare us for the next level of our existence. So today, if you agree, they will access your divine blueprint, which is what you created before you were ever born. And this is sort of like a destiny plan. It doesn't mean that you don't have free will. It doesn't mean you have to do it once you get here. But we're all guided, with our many gifts through different destiny points. And they're going to help you with that to move more towards what they call the avatar consciousness. And ultimately, they say every human will achieve that. And maybe not necessarily on this planet, but you will return to a 12-stranded, fully embodied, conscious avatar. So this is a step towards that, to becoming what they call superhuman. They say that the humans on planet Earth are the golden child. We were seeded some 204,000 years ago um, through an experience on the star Antares with many different races of benevolent star beings, brothers and sisters of light, that reintegrated information into our DNA with permission from Source. This is all sanctioned. And now the whales are here as sort of catalytic energy to help those strands of DNA start to awaken. So it's twofold. It's clearing old energy that doesn't serve you anymore, old contracts, toxins, things that we've acquired from the density of our planet with poor food and water. And then they also bring in more light. So it's a twofold thing, and it corresponds to the living Merkaba field, which is healing and clearing, and then also restoration of light. So it's quite a ride, it really is.
The cosmic white whales, such an incredible gift. I just want to recap what you said there. So it was prophesized that these would come into our planet March 3rd of 2012. They came in through Kauai, through the Stargate that opened. They are helping humanity create our light bodies, and they bring through cosmic wisdom. They are keepers of cosmic wisdom. And they are here helping us with anti-aging. That's what we're going to talk about today, and they help us remember that we are an immortal, an eternal, immortal body of light. Thank
Yes.
you, an immortal being. All right. And so the work that you do with the cosmic whales, how many are there? And so they came through the Stargate. Are they mostly etheric, like kind of like a dragon energy, or are white whales actually showing up on the planet now?
It's a really good question. So when we did the ceremony on March 3rd, 2012 in Kauai, I thought they would come through all these spirit beings, like you said, you know, um, angelic type forces, like when we work with the ascended masters or the angels. And of course they did, and they do exist in the etheric. But the next year, the first one appeared in the physical, and he was not born of the sperm and the egg. He was just a walk-in, what we call a walk-in, and that whale still exists. His name is Migaloo. He lives in Australia, and he was the first one. You can kind of see his picture behind me. And over the next 8 years, 12 different white whales walked into different oceans all over the planet. They were not born of the sperm and the egg, they just appeared. There's no baby pictures, and they began to work from the energy of the names that they had given me. So it's quite a long story, but the long story short is we now know their names. We know a little bit about each of them. The people that work with me, particularly in our whale and dolphin school, they learn to channel them. For people who do healing work like we're doing today, you have an individual experience with the whales, first as a council and then individually as well. So uh, the first presence was 12 different white whales giving us their names and telling us about who they were. And then the coming 2 or 3 years, I got to know them. They came in then from a cosmic perspective and gave me a cosmic name and asked me to create templates to create what we're doing today, light body activations, and then ultimately working with the ascended dolphins. So, for anyone who doesn't know, dolphins are whales. They're toothed whales, and they are related to these cosmic white whales. Currently, now, today, as far as we know, there are 16 white whales on the planet in service to humanity. Three more came onto the planet in October of last year and added in new templates. And one of those is what we're doing today. So, for the first time, we were able to work with more than one white whale. We're actually able to work with three at a time, which is the ultimate expression of triangulation. And that's a big teaching from the whales and the angels that I work with is when we connect to the earth and we connect to source light through the sun and we connect to our heart, we're triangulating, which is the original form in way, highest best way to communicate with spirit. So they use that principle, and today you'll get to experience that triangulation. So it's pretty exciting. They are the keepers of the codes of creation, and that may not make any sense to you, but if you turn inward, you'll feel, in a sense, that you're coded in a way that spirit has brought you forth from source. And the coding that each human has is a little bit different than every other human. There's no two humans exactly alike. So the codes that are within you and the codes that you will hopefully get permission for to receive more information from will continue to expand. And what they want to do is release you from emotional and physical blocks that are part of the third dimension or part of duality. They want to help you release the energy of living in polarity and move into a more multidimensional presence. And this can only happen when you give permission to change your DNA, because your DNA ultimately will turn, as we said, to being crystalline, which is transforming the water based body, which we live in now, to a crystalline body. There's a lot of other teachers out there and people prophesizing all of this. I can reference Patricia Cota-Robles is doing the same. She talks a lot about the crystalline body. It's happening day by day, step by step. And it's up to you how fast you want to go or what's comfortable for you to release the old karma, embrace the new world, and get ready for what we would consider living in a fifth dimensional world 24/7, as opposed to just occasionally. So they're here to, as they do all of this, really activate. You say, how does this work for me? To activate your personal gifts, your gifts of telepathic communication, of natural healing, of alchemy, and most importantly, remembering the truth about who you are, where you're from, and the history of the earth. So we connect to the sacred geometry around our body when we do this. This may be something you're conscious of or not. We call it the living Merkaba field. But we do that, and we also connect to the grid systems so that everything we do that's benevolent affects the grid systems and that helps Mother Earth. So they are really, truly ambassadors of love and light, and they're here for activation and alignment. So we're grateful.
Oh, we are so grateful. We're already starting to feel the great presence and there's a calmness and it's definitely a fifth dimensional energy. So thank you for that. Okay, I know you've got a presentation and you can share some slides, and we're going to do a beautiful activation today, a healing with the whales. You mentioned the codes, and if we had permission to receive those codes, can you expand a little bit about that?
Well, it isn't complicated. It's about permission. As advanced as these great creatures are, they have the ability, because Source has sanctioned them, to be able to heal just any modality or trauma or blocks that we have. But the person has to connect to their soul. That's the eternal self, the higher self, some people call it. And when you can do that, which I would ask that you do now, that in your own way you create sacred space around you and you invoke the higher self of you, that's how the whale will communicate with you. Whatever your soul says goes. Okay, they have the ability to change everything, but your soul will navigate and give them instructions on a one-on-one basis of how they can help you today and in future days. Okay, because we're all on
Wow.
different journeys, so they're
Wow.
able to do that. They have
Okay.
a direct connection to the cells in your body, I guess you would say, and how the cells respond is in accordance with your connection to your soul. So this is about letting go of anything that you feel you need to have control over, anything that you feel is negative or harmful. It's almost, they always say it's like returning to the innocence of childhood. That's when you have the best results, when you can surrender and really trust them as these agents of God, basically. So no fear, no blame, no shame, just opening to the cells and the circuits of your body, um, with your own creative life force and combining that with theirs will be most helpful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the whales, they gave you few years ago, as the pandemic came around, they gave an immunity shield.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that when I did that, it removed a lot of fear because I remember dying in a plague. And so, as we were going through those early stages of that time, we went through that, and they really did help me remove a lot of fear. And then, I won't go into it. I did the healing again, and I literally felt the healing. I did get COVID in 2023, and it immediately helped me. I listened to that recording again, and it was so healing. And this is what you're talking about, surrendering to them.
Yes.
So we surrender. All right, so let's say that this is a beautiful time for you to share your presentation. Do you want to share your
Okay.
screen?
I do.
Okay,
I'll do
awesome.
that now.
Wonderful. There it is. You've always got such beautiful slides, and this is a
Well, I
indicative of
enjoy making these presentations. It's a big part of, who I am, and people seem to enjoy it. They always say a picture's worth 1,000 words. I believe that. So here's Master Puda and I. This is just a calling card, which is, different things that we do. We're not going to go into detail on that now. Um, these
and
are
your
words that
camera's
are from
off.
the whales.
Your
I'm
camera's off.
sorry?
Your camera's off. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, you must have hit a button by accident. Okay.
Oh, you mean the video camera?
Yeah, your little video
Like
camera.
this?
There you are.
Yeah.
There you are.
Okay. But I actually prefer it off because I want you to focus on yourself. Okay.
Excellent.
So I'm going to do that on purpose so that it isn't about looking at me. It's about looking inward and at the whales. So these are words from the whales. The materials in this session are presented with the highest and best. Everything is designed to harmonize with all belief systems. So they're not asking you to become, a Buddhist or a Christian or anything. They're asking you to just open, open, open to all possibilities, to limitless opportunities. And over the years of doing this, thousands of people literally now have seen the results of whale and dolphin energy medicine. It's important that you open to your own power now by giving permission, opening your hearts and belief systems, and in your own way invoke sacred space there in your home. You may ask some angels, or dolphins and whales to come and be around you. You may ask your animals to be with you. This is all available through your connection to the whales, dolphins, and of course the celestial light beings that support them. Okay. So this is a signature message that I got a few years back, and it stood the test of time. And they tell me this is coded with light. So I'm going to read it now and ask you to go inward. Beloved humans, we are your elders, and we are the molecular librarians of Earth's history. We embody conscious creation, and we have the experience and intention to assist you with core level healing. It is our intention to assist humanity in claiming your mastery and restoring your physical forms to radiant health. As you awaken your dormant DNA, you will naturally evolve into awakened geniuses. That sounds good, doesn't it? You will then live and create from your hearts in communities across the globe where you change the outdated and broken structures of medicine, education, government, and sustainable living. Connect with us now, and we will accelerate your intention to evolve. We are solution energy. That's the key, solution energy. We are the great whales. We represent the cetacean nations of Earth, and we are cosmic creators. So the word cetacean is a species name. It means dolphins, whales, and porpoises. Okay, just so you know. These are the templates that have currently been given to us. Started with 12 and now there are 14. Today we'll be working with number 13, youthing and anti-aging. Doesn't that sound good? so
Yes.
I, yeah. So I read this before. The dolphins and whales energy creates a crystalline matrix in the human form. We're today activating dormant DNA and allowing you to carry more light, preparing you for ascension. Okay. We're moving into higher states of consciousness now. They're beautiful, aren't they? So gorgeous. This is a title that was given to me by a Mexican shaman some years ago in the 90s when I was having my spiritual awakening. He said, after a journey together, that he saw me on a planet working with whales. And at that time, I was so embarrassed, I didn't know what he was talking about, but I've now embraced it. And I see at the time he saw part of my future. So, and I love this picture. This whale was tangled up in nets in San Francisco Bay, and the divers went in and cut the whale loose. And look at the gratitude. Look at the relationship there. So, so the whales today look very much like this. These are humpback whales, but they're white. Okay, and here's Puda. She is my healing partner. She's an ancient, ancient being. Lots of lives, lots of experience. And I'm a telepath. I don't know if you know that I was born that way, and I've developed it over the years to become more telepathic and trust that I can receive communications as a universal channel. And she has literally become my partner in every way, in my personal life, my business life, and she travels with me. Many people hear her voice, not just me. She's very excited to be here. So she's a catalyst for the creation of a higher vibration. She says, I bring love whenever that intention or desire is allowed for in my presence. I am Master Cat Buddha. I am South. So if you tune to her now and you just give her permission, she'll come to you. We had a great class yesterday where she was with so many people at the same time. It was so much fun to hear her conversations with all of the people that allowed her to come into their homes and help them. She's just a love bunny. Okay. This is one of the things she says is the animals are the greater body of healers and teachers on this planet. They live in a vibration of love outside of duality. So you may or may not be aware of that. I know there's a lot of people that believe humans are, a higher life form or something like that. In my world, that's not true. Thank God we have the animals to guide us. And the more we become telepathic and develop our special gifts of clairaudience and clairvoyance, you'll understand that. And the animals will reveal more and more of their truth to you. Okay. Master Buddha likes to work on people, and she likes to work energetically, physically, and at events. She works at direct partnership with the whales. Samuel was the cat I had at the time, and also likes to work with people. He's here in spirit. So this is her working on someone's heart. Now this person's listening to a whale meditation and having a healing. You can't see the whale, of course. She's in the whale Merkaba field, but Buddha jumps right in there and helps. She's again that catalyst. Fun pictures of her enjoying her job. And we also use Andara crystals, which are off-world crystals. They come from a different universe. There are some here on the Earth plane now, and they have no duality, so they never have to be cleaned. They're amazing crystals. If you want to know more, you can come to me or my website, and I'll explain them to you and show you some pictures of them. We love having them in our lives. There's some more pictures of them. They greatly enhance the vibration of any home or anybody, and they love, again, to work with the whales. So once again, the whales are the elders. They told me they came to Earth some 300 million years ago. Some people think more like 500 million years. I don't know. It's a long time. They are super sentient. They're ascended beings, and they come from the planet Sirius B. They're stewards for humanity. So these are the humpback whales that you experience now in the ocean. John Lilly was a pioneer in this work, and he said communication with the whales and dolphins is the greatest achievement the human race can aspire to. I follow in his footsteps. He was able to telepathically communicate with whales back in the 60s and dolphins. For me, the interspecies communication really expanded and opened up for me when I moved to Mexico. That was, I think, in late 1994. And over the time I lived there, Buddha would go out in front of our house on the beach, and the dolphins would come right to my house, and she would talk to them. Eventually, she talked me into talking to them. She showed me that I had that ability. So I know I was in dolphin school for a few years there, to setting me up for doing what I'm doing now. Which at the time, of course, I was just confused. But God bless these souls, huh? So dolphins, if you don't already know, they live in what we call the pod mind. They're all completely telepathic. There's transparency between all of them. They're always connected to the good of the many. This is considered a dolphin stampede, which is pretty easy to see here where I live. I live in just north of San Diego, south of Dana Point, and we have the largest pods of dolphins in the world here. That's why I live here. So it's pretty
Those are
amazing to
so
experience.
amazing. Those are so
It is
amazing.
it is
Those are,
amazing. You'll be out on the boat, and
oh,
there'll be a couple hundred dolphins, which is exciting in itself, and then another couple hundred come, and then 500 more come, and pretty soon all these
wow.
pods are coming together, and they're going like about 25 miles an hour here. So we just get in the middle with the boat, and they love to bow ride, and they love to stir it up, to get us to connect with them in this way. So much fun.
They're really bringing us joy. They're helping us remember basic joy.
They are joy. They are the embodiment of joy. Yeah. So during these years, they asked me to be a voice for them. So I did a lot of work with dolphins before I ever reached the whale frequency. That was, I think, in 2004 when that happened. They told me that they are the stewards for Earth, and they are the molecular librarians. So they can access your Akashic records, and of course, they can come in and work with your DNA. And today, they're working in partnership with the great white whales. Okay, so this is a little history. I've been doing this a long time, working with the dolphins and whales from Sirius B, which is the planet that you go to have your body built before you come to Earth. It's a six-dimensional energy of the Sirian world, and connecting with them from that place has brought me a lot of wisdom and joy. Uh, I channel and share the messages, and I've created now the Whale and Dolphin Energy Light Medicine School. Thousands of people have received these healings. The energy is summoned like we're doing right now when you allow for them to come to you. And they will arrive in your home and descend over your home with their living Merkaba field. And what you should know, some people think that you have to be in person. No, you don't. That's a very limited thought form. They're multidimensional, and I work with people all over the world through Zoom and on the phone, and they come. There's really no difference in the healings, whether you're in person or whether it's etheric like today. Okay, and here's that quote again. I think we've already read it twice, but Mother Will loves it. Crystalline matrix, focus on that, activating dormant DNA. If you don't already know, you have 12 strands of DNA, and science can only see two of them. If there are 12, and your spirit guides, the dolphins and whales, masters and teachers all work with all 12 strands of DNA, which is your Akashic record. It's your living library. So today they will access your DNA with your permission. Okay, it's a big tail there, deep dive. People ask, how do they do it? Well, a lot of it is sound and a lot of it is light. So by creating green healing light, which is alpha, and then moving into the violet flame, which is actually their energy body is the violet flame, which carries theta waves, they can start to clear at the subatomic level in about 30 seconds, pretty fast when they come in and start to work on you. They work with the grid systems. They actually swim in their etheric bodies about 60 miles outside of the crystalline grid. They contain the history of the earth as Akashic record librarians, and they're sacred for that reason. Okay. So it's important to understand that a lot of what happens through healing with whales and dolphins is the sounds that they create. The call of the whale accesses the quantum DNA within your form. And Dr. Emoto was in Japan with his experience was able to prove that the human and the humpback whales share the same quantum DNA. This is why they can heal you so quickly. And we now know that no other animals have been discovered that have this DNA. So we're literally related to the dolphins and whales. Okay? It's a little bit of history. Grandma Chandra and Judith Moore, I mentioned, channeled the Lakota names of the 13 whales in 2011. That was at the Star Knowledge Conference. Future years, I channeled the cosmic names from 2012 to 2013. Master Buddha told us 13 white whales would return through the earth on March 3rd, 2012, through the Stargate. That did happen. They exist here on earth now to assist you in creating your life in peace, harmony, and love. Now, in 2023, 3 new whales have come to our planet and have brought us new templates to create light body. So today we'll be working with all 16 white whales. Here's Migaloo again. Migaloo's kind of the poster child. So friendly, lives in Australia. So here we go. I'm going to call them in now, and they're going to come in and stand in a circle. If you're willing, it's important now that you give permission, upright in a circle around your home. And that circle is going to start clockwise, going like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And they're going to begin to radiate love and light into your body. Okay, so let's meet them. Welcome, Mobian. Feel the presence of Mobian appearing right in front of you, outside of your home, because they're so tall. They're 15, 20 feet tall, so they don't really fit inside the house. Welcome, Tristel. Moving clockwise, welcome, Agoron. Beautiful. Welcome, Lavaniel. So beautiful. Welcome, Sierra. Welcome, Raphaelio. Welcome, Trajor. Welcome, Andorafon. Begin to feel their light now coming into your home, touching your heart. I am Hathorion. Welcome, Ki'ikoa. Welcome, Kintan. And welcome, Sunra. So beautiful. Now take a breath and sense them all now in a circle around your home, focused on you, radiating light and love, support. And we call for the overlighting presence of the mother whale, Wataki'i. She's such a huge being. Master Buddha says her light body is the size of Jupiter. So she can't really come to Earth in the sense of the others, but she brings her overlighting presence. and you can feel it. It's quite beautiful. She's always supporting us and you. Now here's the new whales. This is Zonia. Zonia appeared in October of 2023, and as far as we know, this was the first white whale to be born in the old-fashioned way, the sperm and the egg, with the physical body. And we love working with Zonia now. She's what? About a year and a half old. This is
Oh,
Glacia. She's
I
a
just have a
walk-in,
question.
and she's like a
What's
matriarchal energy. She's so patient and strong, viable. And now Wei Lun lives near you, Loren. She's uh, Costa Rica and has
wow.
been quite the author. Wei Lun likes to channel, so you may receive a message from Wei Lun. Wei Lun likes to talk. Lots of wisdom to share. Okay, so now wherever you are in the world, if you want to do this alignment and this healing, I ask you to read this out loud from your heart in your home. Now, I'll read and you read with me. I ask that I now be taken into alignment of my highest light as I merge with the cosmic white whales and my I am presence. I recognize myself as divine empowerment, love, and wisdom. I remove all veils of illusion and step now into my personal power through my I am presence, soul, and star families of light. I now ask for the power of youthing and anti aging in this human embodiment. So let that sink in now that you can travel through the timelines. There is no linear time frame in the all that is in the quantum field. So the age that you choose to be now and in the forever is really up to you. We don't have to subscribe to the aging that's sort of been designated or taught to us. What age do you want to be? How young do you want to feel? Feel into that and attune to what we call the multidimensional self, as you have many aspects in many different worlds. But today, the focus of all of those aspects is on you, where you live right now. And we're going to ask the whales to access your avatar blueprint. This is for you to read out loud. I ask for and welcome a new vibration and level of Christ consciousness in my human body. I ask Creator, the great whales and dolphin emissaries of light, for divine dispensation here and now today. I now give permission and ask for the ability to travel through the timelines, youthing my body. I claim my power of anti-aging on this day, at this time. And this day of April 27th, 2025, I ask that I receive this activation and energy in every fiber of my multidimensional self for my highest and best good. Okay, so this is a very important part of the healing and of the activation. We're going to give you a couple minutes now, and we would like you to connect directly to the whales. The whale that's going to come to you now is a white whale, but they want to speak to you. And of course, you'll do this telepathically. So whatever you'd like to say to the whale, we're going to take a couple of minutes. I'm going to play some whale sounds, and you're going to make a personal connection now. Okay, so go ahead and do that. As we let the whale sounds cascade over us, as you make your prayer to the whale. So at this time, we'd like you to have a bottle or a glass of water, if you could, and have you hold that to your heart. This is in preparation for the healing. And together we'll do the water blessing. When we bless the water in our bodies, we change the crystalline structure of the water molecules in our own body, preparing us for the healing with the whales. Let's say to the water in our body now, water, we bless you. Water, we love you. Water, we honor you. Please forgive us for polluting you or harming you in any way. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Water, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Through the power of our divine essence, we raise the vibration of this water and the water in our bodies to the highest possible vibration right now. So drink that in and take a sip of your blessed water and feel that coursing through your body and changing your vibration. Earlier, I mentioned Dr. Emoto, the Japanese scientist, that he proved that water is alive, that it's conscious, it's sentient, and it has memory. So look at the pictures that he took of the water molecules in the presence of positive emotion and in the presence of negative emotion. So the real question is here, when you turn inward, what do the water cells in your body look like? As we access the whale energy in our higher self, we can change the water crystals to look like these beautiful crystals here and to tune to our own light body. Dr. Emoto and Dr. Todd Ovakaitis used the humpback whale songs, this is in Tokyo, to successfully clear the filthy and toxic Japanese tap water. This experiment went on for some time, and Dr. Todd said the water was so filthy in Tokyo that it was green. And beautiful songs and light, all the different experiments they did, nothing seemed to move or clear that water until they played the humpback whale songs. Then the water cleared, it started to clear in 30 seconds. So this became the scientific proof I was waiting for these many years that this is true, how the whales do it. We don't completely understand it, but we know their gift to clear is their song, and that initiates the relationship that you have with them. So only the whale sounds could clear this toxic water. Star tetrahedron crystals formed as the whales returned the water to pristine clarity. Now, the star tetrahedron is the molecule of the light body. The whales have told us their songs are the songs of creation. They bring us the most powerful healing sounds available. And along that line, it's interesting now the probes that we have out in space are recording whale sounds in space, even a probe that's around the sun. So they're galactics. They're singing out there all the time, adjusting the ley lines, bringing in this beautiful energy, probably in some level, to help the earth and to help humanity, and now into all of our homes if we're willing. So affirmations raise our vibration, as we know, and the whales have given me these to give to you. So they like to do visualizations, though. So instead of just reading the words, so I'll make an example. The first time you say, I am, that I am, visualize grounding down into the earth. The second time, visualize connecting to the sun, which is the portal that we receive source light, connecting to God. And the third one being in your heart. So navigating your energy right into your heart space. Okay, so here we go. First time, I am that I am, grounding. I am that I am, connecting to source. I am that I am, moving into the heart. So you see, you've triangulated now, and that gives us so much more power. We continue. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am power. I am power. I am power. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. I am wisdom. I am the light of our Mother, Father, God. I am the light of our Mother, Father, God. I am the light of our Mother, Father, God. I am all that I am. I am all that I am. I am all that I am. So be it, and so it is. Let us rejoice as we experience this new vibration. And now, moving closer to the activation here, today the light body activation is so powerful, you'll be merging with 3 white whales if you're willing to do that. And it's titled Youthing and Anti-Aging. Beautiful whale. We're going to journey with the three white whales through a portal in time to rebirth a younger and healthier you. Doesn't that sound good? Master Puda is working with us here. She carries the gold light. This is an aura picture. We've photographed her aura many, many times. She carries this beautiful gold light, which she's going to bring to the equation here for healing, working in partnership with the great white whales. So it's a transformational experience. It's actually alchemy if you experience gold light coming into your form. It's a beautiful picture from John Luc Bazzali and his beautiful visual art. And transversing through the cosmos, connecting. And ultimately, we're going to make a connection to the Pleiadian star system, who are our brothers and sisters of light, keepers in a way of the fifth dimension. And you may experience them personally in your home, or you may travel there, or both. So the meditation we're going to do today was given to me word for word through the whales, but first given to Puda. And so it's really her voice that I'm going to use to read into the meditation and guide you into this transformative experience. So create an innocence within yourself now, returning to, in any way you can, to surrendering to when you were a very young child. And as I start the meditation, it's best if you can lay back or relax, close your eyes. Even a blindfold or a scarf over your eyes is helpful. And you visualize returning to the innocence of a child, and the whale that's going to descend, it's actually happening right now over your home. You'll merge with that whale. And again, the whale is white. This is a picture of an earth humpback whale, but we're going to be working with the white whales. Okay. So go ahead and prepare, lie back. And when we finish, your living Merkaba field will be filled with celestial light and whitewashed, and you'll be encouraged to continue this work on your own. Okay? All right. All right. This is the voice of Master Seth. It is my intention now to guide you into a timeline for renewal of your soul's vows, using the power of what we call conscious time travel to connect with your higher self. I ask you now for your permission, as together we will make a conscious choice and weave the very destiny and fabric of your body into a higher vibration, a higher state of dimensional awareness and state of existence. As you have given me permission now, I will work with your birth contract and the architecture of your divine blueprint. I am Master Puda. I am Seth. I am an ascension guide, and I'm connecting now to the great white whales who are in service to you. Together, we wish to join with you energetically and consciously create a new alignment, calibrating and encoding your physical body with realms of light that are yours to claim. Visualize with me now a pillar of white light coming down over your physical body. This represents the energy of the white whale and of source light. This is a crystalline structure that holds the codes of the highest vibration possible. It is my designated and given choice today to assist you in receiving 144 new Merkaba codes on our journey today. As this pillar descends, it brings memories into your body. It's very catalytic, and it moves you out of density into light. You may sense and feel now your guides that are around you. You may sense the angels that are filling the room. You may be connecting at a different level to the animals that you know, either in physical form or in spirit. Visualize with me, and with yourself into what your physical body would look like if you could guide this directly into a perspective of what will your physical body look like if you were able now to time travel as you are. Now connect that vision to the whale and see yourself. You're here to restore balance. You're here to ask for the memories of home and remember that you are here to assist in restoring the balance of the divine feminine and masculine energies on this planet. You're here to remember how to create from your heart and help others do the same. Declare now, I am the perfect age for shift, for change, and for moving into the ascension energies. Align with these words. I am a master of illumination. I am a master of spirituality. I am a master of love and light. And today, in this moment, I consciously choose to be an elevated ambassador being on planet Earth. With the presence of the whales, I move consciously towards my physical ascension, whatever that looks like, knowing my soul will guide me and that my I am presence is here to guide me every step of the way in harmony with the whales, the angels, guides, masters, and teachers. My energy is pure and strong. I'm confident that I can do this, that I can manifest my divine life mission in the time that is left in the linear Earth experience. I am guided to visualize myself as a divine diamond sun, spinning and illuminating my whole being. I visualize becoming a spiral of divine white light, moving back and forth through the timelines, youthing myself, and ultimately preparing for the ascension. I'm strong. I am a being of Christ consciousness as I claim this diamond white spiral. I place this vibration within my heart and surround myself in spheres of light. I claim this opportunity. I claim the overlighting presence of the great cosmic white whales, the archangels, the angels and ascended masters, and all celestial light beings that have come to my home now to assist me in becoming a glowing, radiating, illuminated being of light. My master self is connected to my divine life blueprint and now is activating all the cells in my body. I move deep into my mastery now, where I am immune to any negativity, any disease, or any parasites. I am centered in love and I am centered in light. I am transferring this spiral of silver white light into my physical body at the cellular level, and I am asking my body to change. As my heart pumps my blood and it runs through my veins, I begin to weave this light. I'm weaving it now into a golden spiral. The Fibonacci sequence is running through me, and I use it to create golden light. I am practicing to return my life force to life wave. My form and my spirit are light, and I am a complete, unified being aligned with source energy. As this golden light surges through my bloodstream, I understand that I am becoming a golden, shining light being, reclaiming my true divine heritage, and today connecting to my original point. This beautiful golden light now is spreading, expanding into my muscle tissues, into my organ systems, into my brain, and into my heart and lungs. Every part of my body is illuminated and vibrating. Perfect gold light surrounds me and becomes me, as this is the highest vibration that I can summon and sustain on this day. I feel strong. I feel powerful. I feel love as I allow this golden light to permeate every particle and piece of my bones. All of my bones are beginning to glow as they are becoming woven, streaming liquid gold light. I tune to the earth now, and it is my intention to become one with the vibration of Mother Earth, beautiful Gaia. It is my intention now to ultimately ascend as a perfect, pristine light being in full realization of my soul. I align with my divine mission in accordance with my divine plan. I see myself and my truth connected to my eternal soul. I am being made aware that I decided to wake up at this time in linear Earth history in my human form, remembering that it's almost time to leave the third dimension behind and move with grace into the new Earth and fifth dimensional living. I choose now to live in a world of peace, of harmony, and greater purpose. I choose to reclaim the gift of youthing and anti aging. As I allow this vision to unfold, I am being asked to feel the experience of what the ultimate ascension will be like. I know in my heart that this process will occur, and it will occur in its fullness before any severe earth changes begin. I know this process is manifesting from the Earth's timeline, and today I am partially preparing myself vibrationally. I am allowing my vibration to shift as I experience a tingly weightlessness. There is a feeling of buzzing around me. A beautiful white pearlescent light is beginning to glow all around me, and the air is filled with beautiful specks of twinkling light, silver and gold. My body is becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, but it's still here. The veil between the worlds is dematerializing, and solid things like walls and concrete are no longer visible. Now I'm beginning to take form, and I notice that my body has changed into a much lighter form. As I look at myself and experience it, I appear to be in a very fit and beautiful body that has no pain. I notice that the colors where I am now are vibrant, and there's so many more colors to experience. I see fields of flowers, a beautiful, peaceful ocean with many birds flying over. I sense that I can hear the flowers talking. I can hear the voices of the dolphins swimming nearby, and I can hear the conversation of the birds as they fly over. Wow, I am in communication and unity with all life that I encounter. How amazing and wonderful and connected we are. And as I look around, I see beautiful, tall beings walking towards me. They are speaking to me, and I hear them clearly, but their mouths are not moving. They are smiling, welcoming me to this new world of love. My new friends are telling me that they are Pleiadians. They are sharing with me that they have ascended as a race before us, and now they are assisting others in the unfolding of the process for individuals and groups. They have the ability to keep their bodies and forms youthful, free of disease or any kind of pain. The Pleiadians are here now to help me remember how to live in this world without any fear or challenge. They guide me now to a gathering that is huge, a huge celebration of many souls, many of which I have known from my earth life. Many others have come on this journey, each having their own personal experience, each now filled with joy and celebration. I notice that many of my friends and family that I know that are here are also in very young, fit, and perfect bodies. I see them and I know each of them, but they are also very beautiful, and they are without pain or problems. As we communicate, we realize that we have made this conscious choice to come to this dimension, and it's always been a part of the plan. It's a graduation for each of us, and we are in gratitude for all that is given. But I now know that time here is non linear. The mantra that I used from my earth experience, what I think and what I feel, I bring into form. I am a conscious creator, is absolutely instant here. I'm being shown that creatorship here is without delay, and anything is possible. My beautiful and loving Pleiadian friends explain that when the time is right, I will return to this place, and they will be here to teach me and live with me. They will assist me in controlling our abilities to manifest and create in a higher dimension. You see, life here is without any fear, chaos, pain, or in disease. Life here is harmony, with everyone loving everyone, and being allowed to do and be whatever they choose. Life here functions in harmony. It embodies the template of unity consciousness, the good of the many, not the good of the one. Each person finds joy and purpose in their choices and actions and adds their uniqueness to the whole. I am now remembering that each of our souls chose this experience to return to a youthful and healthy light body. I now though I now know that when I use the power of my free will and I actually choose the ascension process, I will be guided. And this meditation and visualization is to be with me and to prepare me for my unlimited shining future. I now know that I will ascend. I will create freedom for myself, and I take on my own personal patterns of perfection each and every day. I recognize myself as a multidimensional being connected to my divine presence and soul. Take a deep breath now and say with me, I now choose to return to my third dimensional existence. I'm bringing these memories and truths back to my life. I now return gracefully and easily through the portal that is the eye of this great white whale. I return now to my third dimensional body, awareness, and existence. And I am celebrating that I am upgraded with patterns of light and DNA. I have transformed my genetic structure and intelligence through the power of this modality and my connection to the truth of my divine origin. I have returned with purity and an ever expanding vision of myself and all life everywhere. I am one with everything and everyone. I align with my divine mission now in accordance with the divine plan. I state my desire of service to myself and to Mother Earth and ask that I'm always in the perfect and right place to accomplish my soul's mission. I go forward from this day as a shining, empowered being of light that emanates Christ light consciousness. I embody unity consciousness. I am a being of love and I am a being of light. I am holy and sacred, and I express myself as divinity embodied. I am so grateful for my life. This moment is my life. I am unconditional love. So be it, and so it is. Blessings to each of you from Master Sat and the Cosmic White Whales. We love each of you so very much. Namaste, and enjoy this new, beautiful vibration. Hey,
Wow. Laurie, thank you. That was magic. That is so luscious. So
I like that word.
it is luscious. It is so
It is nice.
supportive. And wow, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling buoyant. How about you?
Yeah, it's so uplifting. It's such a part of my life, and hopefully a part of all of you. It's so great at some level now to realize that we're so loved when we come to this planet. And we went into the amnesia to have the experience, which is a story for another day. But it's so important that we're here. It's a great purpose, and that along the way, Source has given us these great elders to participate with us, to support us, to heal us, and to bring us back into the vision of what this is all about and how to achieve it. And we're so supported. Look around. I mean, the room is filled with beings of light that support you and love you. And it's your choice to connect to them or not to. That doesn't mean they're going to go away if you don't, though. They're very patient. But when
Mhm.
people connect to whales, which you'll do quite naturally if you haven't already, I encourage you to listen to whale sounds in your home, in your car, when you're sleep. Excuse me, when you're sleeping, bringing in those codes of creation to transform any kind of negativity in your body or your home. And people say when they walk into my home or they walk into a place where we played the whale sounds, you can feel it. You can feel the vibration lifting. It's just like all that negativity just melts away. And they're getting to do their job, which they love to do. So it's quite profound.
Well, this has been such a treat today, and we there's a couple things that I want to mention for everyone because everyone's like, okay, I want more, I want more. So for and everyone who wants more, there's a beautiful special offer. And I want to also share about another event that's coming up, Lori. We've got a couple events with
Got
you.
two events that people might want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's all on the New Earth One website. If you go to upcoming events on New Earth One, you're going to see animal communication. This is a virtual retreat coming up with many speakers that will help you increase your communication with animals. What does that mean? And what is involved? Really, again, that word surrender is really important. Surrender and
Let's
coming
bring up
into the
the.
heart.
Go
Absolutely
ahead.
into the heart. So that's awesome. And I'm going to drop the link in the description box for a special offer. This is a beautiful way for you to work with Laurie in a beautiful Seth class series. So let's first talk about this workshop. It's a bunch of beautiful courses that you've put together that are all immediately downloadable, and they really expand one's psychic development in this arena. So share with us, Laurie, what's this special offer about?
Hmm. Well, here you are working with the whales, right? Visualize yourself there. This course is 4 weeks and it's designed to help you learn to receive at another level, to really open those cells in your body, to really shift and change. And maybe for the first time in your life, realize that if you partner with these elders, with your own free will, your life can change very dramatically, very quickly. So they call this whales and dolphins as healing partners. And what you'll experience in this is uh, lots of messages that we've channeled, and of course, we'll encourage you to channel. We'll be doing light body activations and a DNA calibration during the 4 weeks. So it's all about self empowerment and your own personal mastery. The whales, these are their words, they call it core level healing and communication. So it starts June 22nd. If you can't be, physically on the Zoom link, then you'll get the replay. And of course, that's kind of for as long as you need it, forever. So we spend 4 weeks hearing the messages of the dolphins and whales, uh, working with them, planetary elders. Some nice pictures. As we talked about earlier, it's about unlocking the mechanisms that have been dormant within you and opening your own crystalline seals, learning more about the violet flame and how to use it effectively as we call them in, and letting go of limiting beliefs, you know, old contracts, so that we move into a belief system that encompasses a whole different ballgame, the limitless possibilities of what it's like to create a light body with intention, a partner with these great elders, meeting them, talking to them, bringing them into your life, and feeling the changes in your own DNA. So much has been done in this realm with physical healings, emotional healings, and wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the truth, right? Remembering who we are, connecting to the galactic and universal ancestors. And for most people, the truth of who you really are before Earth, no one's really from Earth, starts to come forward, and it's more easy and emotionally delightful to connect with your star family. They'll make a presence, just like the Palladians just did. They're just waiting to be a part of it. So you can register for this. Loren's got a link, and we'll hope to see you in class on June 22nd. So
Yes,
exciting.
beautiful. That just sounds wonderful. People love these courses. They do quite well. And more on that is your courses that you've done in the past. I mean, Laura, you cover such incredible territory. You've got uh you've got how to channel a light being, you've got how to meet your star guides, your star family. It really is extensive. So there is another special offer as well. And you can scroll down on the webpage that got you here and check that offer out.
Right.
That's a beautiful package at a
It's
really
really
great.
extensive. Lots
Yeah,
of replays from different realms of spiritual, teachings,
yeah.
moving into the heart, activating the pineal gland so that your telepathy kicks in, animal communication, spirit communication, all different realms of healing, sound healing, whale healing, dolphin healing, um, It is a lot of different courses. It'll take you a while to go through it. There's a lot there. And then
Yeah.
some products too, meditations, guides, music, and so forth, and prayers from the
Yeah.
dolphins and whales, Master Buddha, and my guides. So uh, check it
It's
out.
it's really cool. You guys are going to love it. That is such a rich trove of courses. Again, it's if you were to do this one, you could fall asleep to it. You could do it once a week. It will take you a while to go through it. It's a library that is so cool. It's an interspecies animal communication library. Not only that, but it really is your psychic development, psychic and spiritual development that you can
Right.
really go places. Laurie has studied with Drunvalo Melchizedek and so many others. And of course, the dolphins and whales and the dragons. Wow, the dragons last year that
Absolutely.
came in so strongly. And we've done some things together. And I just want to mention very quickly as well that June, coming up in June, wow, this is pretty cool. We've got an event in Sedona. I'll be covering the live stream end of it. I will not be able to be in Sedona, but Laurie's going to be in Sedona. And this is going to the sacred, we're going to be in a beautiful program, 2 days of with teachers. And then we go out to the Grand Canyon, the
We
sacred
do.
sites of the
Trying to
Grand.
bring this up so we can see it.
And
Yeah,
Lori, you've
it's
got an amazing story about the Grand Canyon. And
say it
Puda,
again.
you've got an amazing story about the Grand
I
Canyon.
do. I do. So this
And
is June 10th, 11th, and 12th. She's talking about. Loren will be organizing the online presentation, which is the 10th and 11th, so everyone can participate. And it's also in the physical, June 10th, 11th. And on the 12th, we go, for those that come in the physical, of course, to the Grand Canyon for ceremony at the South Rim.
in a
Yeah,
bus
years
ride.
ago,
Yeah.
go
In
ahead.
a very cool bus ride, a very just a
Yeah,
really cool outing, very fun, safe container.
yeah. This is where we'll have ceremony on the third day at the South Rim. Yeah, I've been going to the Grand Canyon for well over 25 years. Master Cat Buddha had me take her there when she was in her first female body, and that was in, let's see, 2002. And there's some of the amazing speakers we have too. Uh, she asked me to come to the South Rim and to spend the night there. So she was going to go into the canyon to receive initiations from the great elders. And you can imagine what that was like for me. I was in a different place. I'd been living in Mexico, and it's probably a time when she knew that she could coax me into that. And the part of me believed if I took her there, she'd not really do that, but she did. She went into the canyon as the sun was going down, and I was with two other cats that I traveled with, and we were up on the grass there on the South Rim. And there's a part of me as I saw her slipping over the edge, and it was dark, I thought, I'm never going to see her again. This is her ascension. It's her path. But she asked me to bring her here, and I did it. But and I was crying and I was upset. But then I did my best to stay awake that night in hopes that she would come back up. And I played with the deer. They're very friendly there, and my two other cats. But certainly, as the sun rose the next morning, she climbed up out of the south rim. She came up and she walked up to me, and she was glowing with blue light. Blue light. She was just amazing. She says, "I have been initiated by the Ancient of Days. I am prepared for my mission." And then she asked if she could go to the room and go to sleep. She was very tired. So I was beyond, of course, realizing that this was, the beginning of something really amazing. So there's information on how you can register and come and spend time with us, and of course work with Loren. Um, I think it's one of the most important retreats I've been ever guided to do. It's not a like put your feet up and float in the pool retreat. This is down and get involved with the codes of creation, with initiatory ceremonies to really shift and become an ambassador of these codes that Mother Earth is asking us to do in combination with the whales and the angels. The stuff that's coming through, I'm preparing now. I have so much to share, and I know they will too. We'll actually embody these codes, and we'll be doing ceremonies with the whales that are beyond anything I think that I've done before. And I really hope that if you're called to come, you can come and be a pillar of light and be one of the standing whales, so to speak, that we're using to initiate. For those that don't know, Sedona is a vortex of light. It is often called the Ascension City. Some people say, and I can at some point, you can see underneath the red rocks the Golden City. And eventually the rocks will fall away and we will see the Golden City. Beautiful vortexes and stargates there. and we will be activating actually one more vortex that connects to the ultimate Stargate. And when we go to the canyon, to the Grand Canyon, we'll have ceremony there, and we'll be singing some of the Lemurian songs and drumming and doing our own presentation there with the Ancient of Days on the South Rim. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to be great. And the final thing is we get on a bus and we take a tour of the South Rim. It's like an hour and a half. It's a sunset tour. So you can get off the bus at multiple locations, look into the canyon, experience what we've created, and see, the beautiful vistas with the sunset of the canyon. That will be our conclusion to the 3 day event. So I really hope if you're called to come, you can. Some people are contacting us for ride shares and hotel shares and, just connecting. So it's time to make plans if you'd like to come. June 10th, 11th, and 12th.
The energy of Sedona is so powerful. It literally will make your head spin. Again, it's like Mount Shasta. It is a Lemurian vortex as well. And
Yeah,
so
sacred
beautiful
site.
that
Yeah,
yeah, stay some extra days as well and enjoy the beautiful scenery, all the hiking that you can get and everything. But that's a beautiful gathering of our light tribe, and so we're inviting everyone to that. Lori, thank you for putting that on. We're so excited to handle the live stream. We'll bring people in for the live stream, and that's going to be its own separate fun party. So no matter
absolutely.
where you are, we're all going to be able to participate in these frequencies and these
Yes, we are.
energies. Really
And you'll get
cool.
the replay as well. So, you can re experience it after the event is over. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool, cool. Well, we are so grateful, still feeling the beautiful white whales. I had a question. Um, when you were going over the white whales, you mentioned that the one that came in recently, what was it, in 2023, that was the first birth whale that was recognized. So scientists agree on this. There's no history about where the whales came in, right? That's fascinating. And
People
so,
in the
but
world don't
nobody,
even know there are white whales because, again, there's so few. Most
and
people
they're not
don't
talking
know.
about it. Nobody talks about it. But it's almost like the white lions as well, the white animals that are returning. And it really is a prophecy of our times. So it's beautiful. Thank you, Lori, for sharing this, for sharing the whale energy. As we say goodbye, I just want to give you a moment for final thoughts.
I thought if everyone's willing, we'd just do an affirmation, which is like a soul renewal of our vows. Would you like to do that? That'd
Yes.
be good. It's a kind of closing. Okay, let me find that
Soul
real quick here.
renewal of our vows.
Yeah, let's take a second here to bring this up. I shouldn't have closed it, but I did. Go. There we go. So if you're guided to do this with me, I think it brings us to a culmination of what we've done today and in the work that we do in the world. So if you would read out loud from your heart, I reconnect spirit and body, heaven and earth, so that my body and soul are one. My soul connects to my heart center in love and peace. I manifest from soul and spirit into matter, following the laws of divine creative power and balance. I create a garden of peace and creativity within my heart and soul that manifests all around me. I am connected to the powerful flow of divine creative intelligence, and I direct this flow into magical manifestation through intention and focus. I live without fear, without expectations and attachments, but simply in the flow of love, creativity, and divine manifestation. I release the hold of duality and shadow on my life. I am ready to embrace love, creativity, and magic. I flow with the powerful divine light codes and currents without fear. I am ready to balance myself between heaven and earth and to step forward as a master of these energies on earth. I am that I am. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for saying that out loud. as we learned in this series, we are moving away from fear. And what's happening right now on the planet is really giving us that little final push, and we are choosing no more fear. Today's affirmation assists us in that greatly. And I'm so excited because we can feel that relief. We can feel it. And so if anyone still has issues with that, just know we're almost through it, and just choose differently, right? Thank you for that affirmation, Laurie. Thank you everyone for your bright light. You can find the events at New Earth One Network and check out Laurie's special offer, all ready for you to download and take part working with the whales and dolphins. Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you, everyone. I hope to see you soon in one of the events or perhaps in Arizona.
Yes, Arizona would be wonderful. We hope to see everyone there as well. Okay, thank you and namaste. Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.